India, a country bursting with colour and beauty.
I don't have words for that.
With year-round warm weather and a low cost of living. Could it be the perfect place to retire?
I would love it, a different way of life, where money might last longer, and a wonderful climate.
My muscles feel softer already. I want to have a comfortable old age.
Let's go somewhere and live like kings.
Your Majesty.
Inspired by the film, 8 well-known pensioners are going on a real-life adventure in the city of Jaipur.
This is a whole new culture. I don't know where the superlatives end.
No! Hit by a bull.
To see if they could spend their golden years here.
Way! This thing dodgems.
I'm going to take this very seriously. It's an opportunity to find out whether I could retire out there.
Woo! This is a kind of nightmare.
Madness.
But will the challenges of India prove a step too far?
Blimey, this is exhausting.
Or will they find somewhere new to call home on the other side of the world?
You can't avoid loving this place. Magical.
On an overcast autumn day, 67-year-old dancer Wayne Sleep is about to meet his fellow travellers.
Looks like I'm the first to arrive. I haven't been able to sleep for a week. You know, somebody said to me, you either come back with dysentery or enlightenment. I'll probably come back with both, but I don't care. Oh, my goodness!
Also on this voyage of discovery is 65-year-old chef Rosemary Schrager.
I won't be doing the cooking then. Thank God.
No, you might want a lesson. I think it'll be fascinating, going to a completely different place. Culture, everything, food, you name it, is different. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
70-year-old darts champion Bobby George is fulfilling a lifelong ambition.
Have you never been to India or nowhere? Never been?
No, have you?
Have you? No, I have neither.
I was to say to my wife, Marie, look, let's go to India. I wonder what it'd be like to retire out there. Now, I said that 20 years ago, so I'm actually doing what I thought of doing.
Also joining them is 75-year-old game show host Roy Walker.
Hey, how are you all?
Mr. Catchphrase himself.
Yes, catchphrase.
There you are.
Hello.
And 72-year-old former Doctor Who Sylvester McCoy.
Are you on your way to Jaipur? Yes, we are. Well, could you take this for me, please? I can't be bothered. I am a gypsy, continuously travelling. And I'm not sure whether I'm running away from something or running after something. And I think it might be after something and after a place where I can finally lay my head.
Next to arrive is 74-year-old Harry Potter star Miriam Margolyes.
The opportunity to go to India and find out whether I could actually live there as an old woman, it seemed to me a glorious adventure. E.M. Forster wrote, when you go to India, you come face to face with yourself. And I hope that that will happen.
Completing the group is 61-year-old singer Patti Boulay
This is amazing.
and 74-year-old ex-newsreader Jan Leeming.
The whole question is this a place that a pensioner from England would go and live? I had never thought about India, but maybe.
Oh, thank you very much. Lovely to have a man about the house. Right, which way?
They're flying 4,000 miles to Jaipur, capital of the state of Rajasthan in northern India. Known both as the desert state and the land of kings, the cost of living here is cheap for Westerners, and for most of the year the weather is hot and dry.
Welcome to India.
They're being met by Janu, who will be their driver for their time in Jaipur.
Welcome to Jaipur. I'm Janu.
Thank you, Janu.
I can't get up here.
Thank you very much.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. I'm in, believe it or not. My bum is in.
For the next 3 weeks, they'll be living alongside the 3.5 million people of Jaipur.
It's so busy.
Oh! My goodness. Oh!
And nobody gives way.
Nobody gives way.
It's just...
Well,
Oh, wow.
unbelievable.
Here driving like a video game.
Video game.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
Everybody know what they're doing. Now we're going in Pink City.
Oh, we're going into the Pink
Yes.
City.
From this gate
Here we
start Pink
go.
City.
It's orange, but never mind.
It's Indian pink.
Indian
It's Indian pink.
Indian pink.
There you go.
Together, they'll set up a unique retirement home in the heart of the Pink City, the old walled quarter of Jaipur.
There's a car in the street.
Oh, there's a cow in the
On the
street.
streets.
That must be a holy cow.
Yeah, it's holy cows.
Hi, holy cow.
They'll be taking over a haveli, a traditional Indian mansion built around a courtyard.
This must be it. We'll see. Oh, here we go.
Are we
We're going in.
arrived?
Yes, we're arriving.
No.
Great. Wow, look at this. Hello. Interesting.
It's not just finding about whether the medical's all right or whether the house prices are all right. It's not just that. It's actually about the community as well. It's about what's around and whether you can actually fit in it or not.
I'm Sushma.
Sushma.
Yes.
How do you do? My name is Miriam.
Miriam.
I'm Wayne.
My name is Amar.
Khartu Haveli is the ancestral home of Brigadier Singh and his wife Sushma.
Namaste.
Thank you, ma'am.
You hey.
That's fantastic.
How'd you do? We've got to share ours.
We ran out.
Yeah, we
want
ran.
more. We want one more.
Beautiful. I'll manage.
Listen, everybody.
Okay.
Haveli is 160 years old. It was built by my great-grandfather. 6 generations of the family have been living here.
Fantastic.
Who wants to stay on the ground floor? We have 3 rooms here.
Bobby, you take the ground floor.
Thank you.
For under £20 a day, the 8 senior citizens will get a luxury room each. But these strangers will have to learn to live together.
Is this all mine, this bit?
This place is yours, yes.
Wow! I'll be doing bar work every morning in the open air after breakfast. Oh, look at this.
I love it, Shushma. I love it. Thank you. The wardrobe's up there. Yeah. I have so many clothes. You won't believe.
It's a very beautiful room, and I am
stay.
so happy and very grateful. It's really beautiful.
I'm looking forward to the communal aspects of it. Usually when I'm in a group, I'm someone who makes jokes and tries to lighten the atmosphere. I do fart, and they have to accept that. It's just one of those things. I'll always say that I'm going to, but if people say, oh, I can't bear that, I will just say, that'll be it.
When I pack a suitcase, open it up, it looks like a hand grenade's gone off in it. But my missus is very tidy. Look, does it all neat. Medication. Medication. I've got arthritis, got rheumatism, metal back, shoulder. When it's cold, you feel the grinding. But when you're warm, you don't feel it. If you feel more comfortable. If you're going to retire somewhere, you wouldn't go to the North Pole. You know what I mean? I did actually say to my wife, let's go somewhere and live like kings in the sun. It's got to be better when you're warmer.
During their stay, the group will be eating all their meals together.
This is amazing.
Oh la la! Look at this.
Mamma mia.
That's chicken.
And that's chicken. Okay.
That's potatoes,
Potatoes,
rice, chapati.
chapati. Thank you so much.
I find that I'm not just concentrating on India and about how it would be to retire here, but also feeling about all of you, the personal interactions, because I only knew really Sylvester and Wayne slightly. So all of you are new to me, and I'm enormously relishing the human part of this.
Roy, have you given up?
Beautiful food.
Very hot.
It wasn't that hot for Roy.
It's hot for me. I'm very tender. I'm sensitive, you know?
I better not let him try my chili.
I am so excited. I'm just so excited. I'm beside myself with excitement. Because what is amazing, we've all been to Europe and whatever. This is so different.
I don't know about anybody else. I am loving this. I love my room. The expectation driving here.
Them people we see today, they're all doing something to live. We're sitting in the posh place of India tonight. They're sitting on the floor. We don't know India until we sit on the floor with them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's a really good point.
Another scorching hot summer day out there, so I'm going to put up some hot numbers only for you.
Ooh. Pouring with sweat. It's early in the morning. It must be at least 35 degrees out there. I've got bags under my eyes, not sleeping, having diarrhea.
Well, I better put some bottoms on. Thought this would be quite fetching.
The group have 3 weeks to consider if India is a place where they could set down roots and retire. And that means embracing the way Indians live.
Trying to make a life there. I can't wait to find out whether it will win me over. Namaste.
Namaste. Very good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What a nice day to have yoga together with you.
Like many of the other residents of Jaipur, the group are starting the day with a yoga class.
Your shoulders are very stiff.
Yes, I know.
But you will feel the difference now.
Yeah.
Local yoga teacher Atul has specially designed some exercises for first-timers.
And then we will shift our gaze to the nose step. All right. Look at the distance.
I haven't done exercise for nearly a year now, but if I don't do it now, it'll never happen. Because at this age, your muscles start to dissolve. So I've got to get them back in gear. I know that. I've been told that by a specialist.
Again, at the nose step. 1, 2. If you do it daily, you will be cured of your short-sightedness and long-sightedness. You won't need glasses. Breathe in. Relax.
Absolutely gobsmacked at this Indian form of yoga. It has made me feel better. I'm standing taller, and I'd like to do this every day.
That's a vegetable thing. It's a little bit spicy. Different in the morning to have spicy stuff on for your breakfast. But when in Rome, do as the Romans do, they say.
If the group are going to test out retiring here, they need to work out how to live like locals. A haveli of this size would normally have around 8 staff to do all the chores. But today, they're going to try running it without help.
What I think is really tricky here is if everybody starts doing their own stuff, that kitchen is tiny. I think we should actually have somebody cooking, and I'm happy to cook today.
Chef Rosemary, at 65, is one of the youngest of the group and still runs her own cookery school.
I'd love to be useful. I think I need to be busy. I need to find something to do. And I think it's important that I need to stick with what I know best. I think we need to go and source food.
Fish, meat.
Fish I adore, but I will not
So it
eat
needs to be
fish
frozen.
away from the coast. Well, I'll tell you what I don't eat, and then I'll eat everything. I don't eat lamb, don't eat mutton.
Okay.
There is no beef, so it leaves it to chicken.
You know what to get and how many.
Well, who
of
wants
what
to
get.
join me?
I'm me, please.
Right, okay. Anybody else? You. Okay.
And are you four going to organise towels and things like that you need?
Yes, a lavatory brush.
Well, there you
So,
are.
can we write a list of other people who want other things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need to take control at all. I am very happy to stand back. But I do find it quite difficult. I am being so contrary. I do find it really difficult not to be the boss, because that's my natural instinct.
This is our first venture out.
Yes, it's so exciting.
It's exciting. Very
It really
exciting.
is.
The food market is just 5 minutes' walk from the Haveli, but it's a walk that can take some getting used to.
Okay, well, hang on. Woo!
Listen. Careful.
Hang on, look. No, not
Keep
that
that.
way. Let's walk down there.
Walk down there.
Yes.
Is this the way to the market then?
I don't know.
Well, we'll
Give
go
it a
that
go.
way.
Hello? Can I go past?
Oh,
Come on.
thank you.
Okay. Woo.
Let's get in.
Hello?
Man, could you look where you're going, dear? God blimey. Oh, mind the cow.
Mind the cow.
Hello.
Hello, cow.
God, it's fabulous. Fast, bikes, noise, dirt, heat.
Where are the other two? Come on.
Well, they're just lagging right
Shall we
behind.
hurry up, boys?
Mad dogs and Englishmen go out to the window. Ooh, hello, hello, hello.
Chandpol Bazaar is the biggest food market in Jaipur.
Oh,
Morning,
wow.
morning.
Hello.
Good morning. It's cooler here.
This is better. Look, now we can start shopping.
Within meters, you can buy everything you need. Spices, vegetables and meat at a fraction of the cost in the UK.
Hello. Namaste. Namaste.
But to get the best prices, you have to haggle.
How much?
15 rupees.
10. I need lemons.
Lemons.
Right, we'll go and look for lemons and
We
sweet
need
potatoes
and sweet
for you.
potato
We'll go-
and ginger.
Yeah.
Pepper.
They'll come in useful for our gin and tonics as well.
2. 1. Any change? No change?
No, 10. 40 rupees 1 kg.
Oh. I'm a little worried I'm being done because I was told I must barter. But I think it's so ridiculously cheap anyway that who can complain?
Despite paying over the odds, Rosemary will be able to feed everyone for less than £10, including the meat.
1 chicken.
Are we having a live one? Or
Yeah, we'll have a live one.
Are we?
Yeah, you carry it under your arm.
What, we're taking it home alive?
They'll do it for us.
Who's carrying
They'll kill it.
You!
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're chicken,
I'm
you.
chicken.
So which chicken would you like?
Well, which one do you think would be the nicest tasting?
Let's take that one.
Here's one going.
Don't look.
Look, look.
I told you not to
I have
look.
to look.
Oh my giddy aunt.
Look at the box.
That is terrible.
It's set its throat and it's walking around. Oh, look
That
in the box.
is so
The box
bad.
is moving with the lid on it. It's alive.
They've cut it. It's walking round.
It's banging around.
And it's banging around. Meat is not something I'm scared of, but it was the way they did that. If they'd sliced it, just done it, killed it at one straight off, then I'm okay with it. But because they half killed it, I'm not into that. That's not my scene.
Honey?
Do you sell honey?
Best Ayurvedic.
Ayurvedic. Ah.
Patty and Jan, and Miriam and Bobby
Oh, that's better, isn't it?
are out trying to buy the basics.
not quite right, are they? They'll let everything through.
Shopping for essential items means going off the tourist trail where English is much less widely spoken.
Do you have a mirror, full-length mirror?
Yes, full length.
Yes.
Yes.
No, that's a small one. Full length.
I want a wee-wee. I'll be better off if I can wee-wee. Is there a toilet round here? Does anybody speak English?
Any of you guys speak English?
No? Nobody
Speak English? Yeah?
Toilet?
Up there. That's right. That's right. Do a right, it's on your left.
No, left and then you stand.
Come on, boys. Come on, we're walking. Go on, Dom. Over there. Have you ever seen anything so bad as this? Look at it.
This is a kind of nightmare.
It's like a war zone, isn't it?
Absolutely. But imagine what the loo's going to be like.
Come in. Come, just up here. Come on, let's get it over with. There's a ladies' toilet.
Yeah.
Right, where you go. That's it. Thank you.
Oops.
Thank you, young man. Now.
Right, that was an experience.
Right. Get it clean?
No.
I could have hung out in the streets all day.
Yeah?
I loved it. I just found it absolutely fascinating. Writing. Hello. Did you get your mirror?
I didn't want the mirror, it was Patty.
I know, but you were on the mirror run.
Hello, guys.
Hello, welcome.
Did you have a nice time?
It was hot.
Yeah, it's very hot.
I was suffering from the heat.
Right.
And then I needed to go to the loo. But I went to the loo. We found a public toilet.
And what was that like?
Vivid.
We're going to have beans with black pepper. We're going to have lentils. Right, what I'd like you to do is slice the onions, please.
Very thin?
Very thinly. And I need to rinse the chicken in a bowl.
Today, Rosemary's shouldering the burden of running the kitchen, but the group still have to decide if they want to do everything themselves or whether they want to run the Haveli as locals would and hire staff to do the shopping, cooking and housework.
Can't connect to this network. I know that it's going to be a communal living experience. There'll probably be a discussion about how we do things, who takes out the bins. Well, it's not going to be me. That's for sure.
Well, this could make a nice retirement, couldn't it?
You have that.
Do you know, as I walked up here, it's another dimension.
Yeah.
And I thought, do you know what? There isn't a retirement place like this in anywhere in the world.
No. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quiet when you look over the city as well.
And we're not acclimatized, so we would get used to the heat. There's
Yeah.
no heat tonight, is there?
Oil is on this, so it means I don't have too much oil in the dish.
I'm here, chef.
All right, let me just clean this up.
It's a hot kitchen,
Right, what
especially if I'm in it.
This is going in here. All ready?
Okay.
If you did, I'll collapse.
Yes, I know. I'm going to do that for her later. She deserves
It's
it.
not so much the cooking, it's the heat. Heat is really difficult.
The heat is bad.
The heat is bad.
The heat is bad, plus you all have been out the whole day.
We've been on the go
and
all day,
exhausted.
and we've got jet lag. And here I am, devising a meal, trying to get it together.
Yes.
I've done it, though.
Yeah, you've done it.
Oh.
Let's hear it for the chef.
Thank you.
With an average age in the group of 70, the heat and hard work is taking its toll.
We have actually, all of us, been on the go all day.
Yeah.
And you can't sustain that. I don't think that's sustainable. I think one needs to find some sort of some sort of way of dealing with it? I don't know.
In hot countries, they get up early.
Yeah.
When it comes to the afternoon, they go inside. That's how they sustain it.
And you have help.
Staff. Yeah. We definitely need to get those staff.
So yes.
I think
yes.
it's a given. I honestly do. I want to have a comfortable old age, and that means being looked after. And now I need the help. I've developed arthritis, which is something I wasn't expecting. And I can't sew, I can't cook. Somebody else can do that as long as I pay them. I've made enough money to pay people to do things.
It's not much. I mean, we're talking about hardly any money at all.
Because they can share the expense among the group, it'll cost them less than £20 each a week to have the cooking, shopping, cleaning and housework done for them.
Let's just take them all on and give us some breathing space.
Here.
I was worried who I was going to live with for this time because it's not easy. And actually, I'm so happy with the crowd of people, I cannot tell you. I'm so happy. Everybody's so different. Everybody has something different to give.
Good night, y'all. Sleep well.
Better just make an appearance in the kitchen to give the complete fiction that I was prepared to help, which I wasn't. But I think you have to pretend. Otherwise, people take a dim view.
Right, this is, I don't know if there's any more things to wash up here.
I never do housework. It's a sort of rule of mine. I really don't like it.
The group are 3 days into their stay in India, and they still have a lot to learn about what makes the country tick.
I think India's the perfect place to be able to reflect, explore the spiritualism inside me more, and it's obviously going to be all around me there.
Religion in India is an essential part of daily life. Every morning, Hindus across the country carry out their morning prayers.
I was very religious when I was a child, but then when I went to the Royal Ballet School, all that soon trickled away.
Every Hindu home has its own family shrine, and Wayne and Patty have decided to join this morning's prayers at the Haveli.
I've always pushed my spiritual side away. So I wanted to come to India partly to search the spiritual world.
The shrine is the heart of the Hindu household, a sacred space set apart for honouring and worshipping the gods.
We have made an offering,
Yes.
so the god has to accept that.
Yes.
So it has to be in private, and then after a while she'll open the curtain
Yes.
and she'll bring the prasad and she'll give it to us.
Fantastic.
Right.
What I want to find is what they find, their spiritual side. And I've always thought that I might have that and always denied it. My own experience of religion has been almost like a hobby that's done once a week, if that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Going into a temple and seeing their complete dedication, it makes you humbled.
What is your name?
Virender.
Brinda. Oh, Verenda.
Hello, my name is Miriam.
He does the waiter's job.
As the group have all agreed they need staff, the owners of the Haveli have organised for a team to start today.
Mukesh does the cleaning of the rooms. Prakash.
Hello, Prakash.
Prakash.
No, look.
Prakash.
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 Oh,
yeah.
Prakash.
Prakash. He changes the sheets and
Fine.
the towels and...
Fantastic.
That is Ram Singh.
Oh, hello.
The staff earn around £100 a month. Half of them have travelled hundreds of miles, leaving their families behind to find work. So the Haveli also provides them with bed and board. With the staff on board, the group now have more free time to fill. And one of the best things about living in Jaipur is being able to take advantage of thousands of years of history right on your doorstep.
I don't like New York because it's all tall buildings. That's not my cup of tea. I want to go and see the old buildings when I go somewhere. I like to see different history things, the wildlife, all that sort of thing.
An elephant having lunch, a small tree.
Oh, fantastic. I'm going to ride on one of those.
Bobby, Patty, Jan, Sylvester and Roy have decided to visit the most famous local attraction.
That must be the fort. Whoa. Oh, my goodness, look at the size of that.
That is impressive.
The closer you get, the more awesome it is.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
No.
The Amer Fort, built almost 500 years ago, was once used as a royal palace by the local rulers.
Astonishing. I love history. I love to get to know, you know, the whole background of the country. You know, India, just, there wouldn't be enough years of retirement to take it all in, I don't think.
After the language problems of the previous day, the group have decided to hire an English-speaking tour guide.
If you're getting people in to help you out, you know, various local people, that will help quicker than if you were just a plain old tourist. You could get deeper into the society.
Well, look at the wall.
Actually, this is the Indian-China wall.
This is the Indian-China wall.
Indian-China wall.
Brilliant.
10 kilometers all around the town. With
Oh, really?
7 watchtowers.
27-year-old Raju taught himself French and English from scratch 5 years ago in order to get his dream job as a tour guide.
It looks like a garden is floating on the water.
Yes, it's a floating garden. So the king lived here?
King lived here.
How many wives did he have?
If we talk about the first king, he was having 21 official wives.
Official?
Official.
And unofficial wives?
300 concubines at the same time.
You're kidding?
You're not married then?
I'm not married yet. You
Will
should
they make a match for you, or will you choose your own?
Actually, I will choose for myself because I have seen some situations when the arranged marriage was not successful.
Yes.
So, even with my sisters,
Yes.
so I would like to get married my own choice.
He's an independent man with his independent life, and he's going to choose his own lady.
Even when you choose your own wife, it doesn't always work out either.
Yeah, even when you choose yours.
Yeah, we never know.
But at least you know it's
choose your own,
It's a lottery.
It is. It's a lot.
He's very personable. You couldn't have asked for a lovelier guide. I mean, he's obviously a qualified young man. This must be a prestigious job. It must be quite well paid.
How was the tour?
Oh, wonderful! What an experience! My idea of going and living somewhere totally foreign is to absorb that country, meeting new people, finding out what makes them tick.
Here we are.
All right.
Raju's invited them to meet his family at his home at the foot of the fort in the town of Amer. He lives here with his mother, sister, niece and 2 nephews.
2 weeks. She's a baby of cow. We have buffaloes also.
You have buffaloes too?
Look, look.
Yeah.
She's buffalo.
Oh my goodness.
Do you keep them for milk?
For milk. We sell milk.
Yes.
We sell milk.
I've never tasted buffalo milk.
You would like to try?
Yes.
You can even try fresh milk.
Yeah, don't ask me to do it. It'll
No.
probably kick me.
Please come, please. Yes. That's our kitchen.
Okay.
Oh, what lovely smells. Oh.
That's our little temple.
Okay. Your parents?
Grandparents. We remember them.
Okay.
Well, I thought that was really interesting. Well, you've got animals in a small place like this. This is the proper house, isn't it? This is norm.
In the past, India was run on a tight caste system. Raju is part of the Meena caste, who were designated a criminal tribe during the British colonial rule.
Do you say a little prayer before your meal?
We just say, let's, like, happy eating.
Since independence, the Indian government have tried to correct the injustices of the system, but many still suffer from prejudice.
You're the only breadwinner, are you?
Yeah.
How much do you earn a week?
2,000 rupees, let's say. 20 pound.
£20 a week.
Yeah.
Is that pretty good wage over here, £20? Can you get a lot for your money?
No, but I can get good salary if I start working with the good travel agencies.
Yes.
Because the guides, they earn very good money, but you should have good contacts with the companies, travel companies.
So, does your caste make it difficult to get work as a tour guide?
Yes, because I am the in the very few peoples who is working as a tour guide. From my caste, normally you will not find any guys working in the tour guide.
Which caste system are you in? Where are you in the hierarchy?
No, still people consider us criminal, tribes, backward caste, don't know anything how to behave with people. So they don't like us to see in, let's say in tourism. If I go in any tourism company, I had some interviews and then they see my name, okay, and then they say, Regis, go get some experience.
Even your name?
The name and then my caste. There is my caste.
If they're to live out here, the group will have to get used to living in a society where the caste system still exists and where wealth is in the hands of the few.
Yeah, you are welcome to stay.
Well, and you, darling. It annoys me that really. If you've got a talent and you can do something good, why should you be on the bottom rail? I think that's wrong, personally. Mummy, thank you.
Thank you.
The group are starting to make local friends in Jaipur, but they're keen to meet people from both lower and higher caste, so they've accepted an invitation to meet the royal family of Jaipur.
This afternoon, we're having tea with some Maharaja, so sublime to ridiculous.
The Marja, no, I can't even say it. Maharaja. Maharajas, something like that, I believe.
I haven't got much time for Maharajas. I think I might have to control my natural feelings of democracy and scorn for the upper classes.
Maharaja.
I've got a bit of lipstick. I think it shows that you've tried if you put on a bit of lipstick. I mean, I never use it normally. It just shows willing, you know, to put on a bit. I only put a bit on because I look a bit like a tart. That's the extent of what I do to get ready. And if they don't like it, they can bloody well lump it.
Rambagh Palace was the main residence for the royalty of Jaipur until they lost power when India became independent.
I was saying to the others, I bought this about 12 years ago, and I've really worked on it. I don't know, what do you think?
It's very nice.
It's nice.
In the 1950s, they converted it into a luxury hotel, now considered to be one of the best in the world.
Follow me, boys and girls, when you're ready. We could always go for a walk on the lawns later.
Love that.
See, not at all, not at all.
Miriam Maharani.
Miriam Maharani.
Your Majesty.
So there's about 200 staff here. You know, it's quite heavy on the payroll, frankly. Everybody ready for tea?
Yes, thank you, Your Royalty.
Maharaja Jai Singh and Rani Vidya are waiting to meet the group with some of their high society friends.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Glad to.
I've never met a Maharaja before. I've met the Queen and members of the royal family.
Might be presented to the Queen or the Queen Mother.
I think I've met her about 15 times.
We know nothing about your lives.
Well, it's very much normal, like anybody else lives. But I think in the city of Jaipur, though the monarchy is no more in India, I think they still consider them the ruling family.
Oh, they do?
I think the family still holds that kind of respect.
The royal family still live in the grounds of this magnificent palace, a stone's throw from the largest slum in the city.
Nothing, thank you.
But what is so amazing about India, I find, is the extreme from both ends, from this opulence to the incredibly poor. And I'm trying to get to terms with it because in Britain, we don't have it in the same way, do we?
Religion is a philosophy, Hinduism.
Yes.
And it's all about karma.
Yes.
So if you see even the very poor,
yes.
I mean, yes, they're going through difficulties, but you don't find them unhappy because they feel that this is a cycle they have to go through, and in the next life, they'll do better.
I didn't really want to come. Having met several members of the family, they couldn't be nicer. They welcomed us with courtesy and friendliness and warmth. So in the end, you have to say they're just like anyone else. The caste system,
Yes, in India, and how it is viewed still, whether or not it is being diluted now or just as strong.
It's getting less, yes.
Yes.
And it started, actually, the caste system with professions. You know, the chap who cleans was that caste. The agriculturalist was
another caste.
And the fighters were, you know, the soldiers were another caste. Yes. It was professional. And then later it became discriminatory.
I want to ask you, how do the high society, what do they do for hobbies? What would you do? Football?
Polo.
Oh dear. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you play darts? You can't throw like that. You have to put your arm out, dead straight. You know what I mean? See, your arm goes straight. So that's what you do when you throw a dart.
I hate the disparity of wealth. I hate the gap between rich and poor. And it is shocking in India. I hope they're generous. I believe they are.
That's it. The arm out, yeah. Same pressure. Don't think, just throw. Good darts. Well done, son.
Listen, Patty, would you please dress up one night?
I will do my best. Thank you.
Today, it was fascinating that our guide took us back to his house and we asked him lots of questions. And we got onto the question of the caste system.
But you
and it's
can't
a curse.
tell whether someone is one caste or another just from looking
But they
at
can.
them.
They can.
Do you think they
Yes,
can?
they can.
And
how dark they are.
Actually, the way they look and how dark they are,
Yeah.
because I've noticed the Untouchables are a lot darker.
Yes.
It is the same in Britain, and it's the same. It's just we just met one person today who we happen to like. It's a really lovely young man, and those are the sort of people that bring these things, that highlight problems like that.
My understanding, Patty, and I may be wrong, is that the caste system in India is much tougher
Yes.
and much more formalised and much harder to break than the one that we certainly have.
Meeting Raju and his family, I met more people in one afternoon who want to embrace me and take me into their family circle than I have met in where I live in 10 years. But that's their sense of family. I want to know more about them and their way of life.
Good morning, Jaipur. It's very hot in the city. By this afternoon, we're expecting to see temperatures almost hitting 40 degrees, so please drink lots of water.
I've got a little tube of Vegemite. Taking it up to breakfast. I'm not going to share it. Actually, I find sharing food very difficult. So I bought a bottle of whiskey for everybody so that they don't think I'm a mean old cow. But Vegemite, I might have to keep to myself.
With the first week drawing to an end, the group are starting to settle into living together.
I live alone most of the time, so suddenly being squashed in with a lot of unknown people is disconcerting, but it's also quite fun, and I really love having breakfast in the mornings with everybody.
Good morning.
What is the difference between love and herpes?
Love and herpes.
Herpes is forever.
It's India itself that's having a big impact on Wayne.
India's just the place for me at the moment because I'm slowing down and I'm being more reflective. And I've always felt this spiritual feeling inside of me.
This morning, Wayne is travelling further afield in his quest for spiritual knowledge. He's taking Jan and Patty just outside the city limits to visit one of the holiest sites in the area.
How much? 10.
Galta Ji has been a holy pilgrimage site since the early 16th century. The temple complex is home to a community of Hindu priests and a tribe of monkeys.
And mind your wallets and mind your sunglasses. Apparently they just like to play with it and wave it in the air at you and run away. Then you have to run at them and...
They're like
try and
naughty
get back.
children, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
They've
taken it already.
They've taken the
They've
lot.
just stolen it. Here am I telling you to be careful. Hello.
They've arranged to meet up with Raju again so he can explain the spiritual significance of the place.
We are going to visit a temple, and also we are meeting some monkeys. They will grab your stuff what you have.
As they already have done.
There's that one there, he's got 3 packs.
Yeah.
But I'm
Did you
worried.
give?
No, he stole it from me.
Already? Yeah. It's good for karma to feed monkeys or animals.
Oh, come on, I'll stay here and just feed them. I need it.
Come on,
I need it.
It's a natural spring, and this is a holy water.
People come to Galta Ji to be purified of their sins by the waters, which are also said to bring you a better future.
I think everybody needs healing in their life. I did have a bit of a scare earlier in the year, and I had to have some treatment. And I said to myself that if I'm going to get in touch with anything, you better find out quick, mate, because you're getting older. My life just before I came to India was very disturbing because I had to have an operation for prostate cancer, which I didn't tell anybody when I arrived because I didn't want sympathy or anything. So I kept it to myself for a while. And I was on medication as well, which made me very low. Namaste. Namaste. Fantastic.
A fire which has been lighting since 500 years and still they are lighting it.
Really?
So
Eternal fire.
All the people have this sort of inner calmness that radiates when you're with them. Namaste. And he's blessing us. Thank you. He looks wonderful, doesn't he? Looks so peaceful. I've always been quite feisty. I don't take prisoners. I've always wanted to be the best. I've always wanted to win the race of life. And now I feel quite calm about it. I think I found a slight serenity in myself.
To say thank you to the owners for their warm welcome and to meet their new neighbours, the group have decided they should hold a party tonight.
Janu? How are you? Fine, I need you to take me to Shoppers Paradise. Of course. Will that be all right?
No problem.
Will you come in and help me?
Yes.
Because I need some help.
For what?
Janu, and about the shopping, what I'm looking for. No, so that would be so wonderful, Janu. Honestly, that would be brilliant because I haven't got a clue. I'm actually I'm not stressed, but I'm actually anxious.
So what do you want to buy?
Right, just eggs, flour, big lemons, big oranges, all those sort of things. So let's go and I'll show you when we get there. We haven't got time to sit around and need to discuss it.
No problem.
Ask, I would like someone to help us show us where everything is. I thrive on pressure a little bit. I need a bit of pressure. I can't have no pressure because that would do my head in. Oh, we did, Janu. We got loads, haven't we? I'm going to start because I have such a lot to do. Okay. I need you to do something. You're my friend. I need you to do something. What's going on? You're going to be the hostess. I'm just going to make sure that I'm doing my job.
Of course.
I'm not going to be the hostess.
Okay. You don't need to project to me.
No, you say you don't.
Just,
yeah.
Calm. Just don't use so much of your energy.
That's my problem.
I know, just calm.
That's what I need to learn to do.
Calm.
Despite being 65, Rosemary has just launched 2 businesses.
I can never see me giving up work completely. Some people in my age will be winding down. I've wound up. Right, if we could have the rest of the stuff, I'll bring you. I do know, I'm not silly, I have to slow up a little bit. But money plays a very important part in your retirement, I think. But I'm not ready to retire yet. Still got to earn some more money. Janu, thank you so much for your help. You are a star.
Be careful, son. Where you go?
The boys have been to the markets to buy decorations for the party.
All right, my son.
You'll get up there, my son.
I tell you what, it doesn't look very British garden party. It looks more like Waikiki. A woman's touch, a woman's touch. Da, 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 da.
Before the preparations for the party get underway, Rosemary decides to follow up on a tip from the Haveli owners of a local guru to try out a meditation session.
I'm a very controlling person in one sense, and so I need to let go. I think I'm going to find it quite difficult to sit still. To keep me still will be a miracle, but it might just make me contemplate a little bit.
Om Ashram is 20 minutes away from the Haveli. It's a retreat open to anyone looking to improve their mental and spiritual well-being.
Maybe that's what I need to feed myself with that sort of, calmness in that way. It needs to be injected inside me somehow.
She's meeting Guru Gayaneshwar Puri, who left Europe 18 years ago, turning his back on Western ways and dedicating himself to helping people find inner peace.
You are actually retired or you're still working?
No, I'm not. I've started, the problem, what I've done is I've started a business quite late in life. It's very stressful. It's very difficult because if things don't work, I could lose everything. I failed so much. I failed so much in my life, not in my work life, but in my, as a person, in the sense who I am. And I just feel I've almost failed before I've started, if that makes any sense.
So obviously we have to change something. So you start letting go with the small things. Things even if they go wrong, nothing will happen. We can go through the simplest of the techniques of meditation. You have to stop and let it flow out, let it empty. You have to empty yourself. And when the mind stops, then basically meditation starts. Relax your whole body, relax your arms, relax your whole back. Our whole body is completely relaxed.
I hope I can let go a little bit. Maybe if I can let go, that would make me become slightly more confident that life won't fall apart if I drop down, or that life can still go on.
There is nothing more to do. Rub your palms together, put your palms on your eyes and eye muscles, and open your eyes.
I have to tell you, that's the stillest I've been in an awful long time. That is an incredible thing.
Yes, but now you should know that this peace, which you felt,
I did.
Came from you.
Total, yes.
Not from me, from you.
I'm a bit of a panicker, I suppose. I get worried. It's not panic, actually. I get worried. And I get myself in a tizzy because, this is what... And actually, it's finding that way, when I get into a tizzy, it's finding a way through that tizzy for me. And I think India's doing that for me. In fact, I know it's doing it for me.
Oh,
Guests have started to arrive for this evening's party.
Nice to meet you. Enjoy yourself.
Welcome, welcome.
Their tour guide, Raju, has come with his family. And they've also invited the owner's relatives who live within the Haveli complex.
Come, we'll have a look at the food. We take Mummy with us, yes?
Brandy snaps and tarts, chicken vol au vents, and cucumber sandwiches. I've got some more vol au vents coming. There's more in the kitchen. Okay, thank you.
It's always difficult when you first come to a place and you don't know people there. You want to reach them. You want to be able to talk to them and perhaps get to know them a little. And that can only be done gradually.
My name is Miriam Margolis. I'm an actress.
What is this Doctor Who? It's a
TV series running for 50 years.
Running for 50 years.
Yeah. You got me on there.
I'm in Harry Potter. I'm Professor Sprout. That's the name of my character, Professor Sprout. Oh, good. Well, I'll speak to them.
He's Wayne, and he's a ballet dancer.
Ballet,
Okay.
not belly.
Not belly. No.
If you want to see something most particularly English, please come. We have arranged some entertainment. Please have a seat. Somebody sit at the front. There's a cushion at the front.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wayne Sleep.
I'm just hoping I will have more time to meditate and try to improve myself. And it's something I'm really looking forward to. I belong to Glasgow, near Glasgow too. There's nothing along with Glasgow, San Francisco.
Because I don't understand the culture yet, it's a very hard place to live, and that I find very, very tricky. But I want to try and get to grips with this culture. It's early days, but, you know, there's a lot of food for thought.
Everybody's searching for a hero.
I love the ready smile. I love the way the women carry themselves. I love the color. Not so much the smell sometimes.
Just open my eyes to see how other people live and how they get a living. That's the thing that got me. That someone's got nothing, literally nothing. They're all polite and happy. So we could take that back if everyone was like that. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
This piece of elastic is 12 feet long, stretches 24 feet.
There is dirt and there is poverty, but beside that, there's so much life and vitality. Generosity and warmth. You can't avoid loving this place. I really do. I love this country. Whether I want to retire here, that is harder to answer.
Now I feel the adventure is beginning. I can't wait for tomorrow and what it brings.
Next time, our 8 OAPs settle into real life in India.
Wow, look at this place. It's harder for us to stay young looking when we're this age.
Not for me.
I'm bloody sure it's platform 1.
And the whole group go on a magical mystery tour to one of the wonders of the world.
I don't have words for that.
More adventures next Tuesday at 9. Jacques Peretti travels to the Cayman Islands in search of the truth about this controversial tax haven, Britain's £1 trillion paradise inside Cayman. Available now on BBC iPlayer. Well, coming next tonight on BBC Two, the search for Britain's best mobile phone seller continues in Phone Shop Idol.